I am King817, joined along tonight with my father. Say hello, Dad.
Hello, everybody.
And tonight is my first time on YouTube in a while. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be doing this. Got a lot going on. Got a graduation on Tuesday and stuff. But I'm here now, and as you can read in the title, I'm doing Resident Evil 7 main game speedrun. Excuse me one second, I need to get my phone to the video for chat. That's not work. Okay, here we go. That ought to do it. Okay. Alright, well it is currently 11:30 p.m. I don't know why we always end up doing streams this late at night. I'm usually yawning like 20 minutes before I start the stream. Falling asleep halfway through it, in the middle of cutscenes, just laying here, you know, falling asleep. But hopefully not today. Where's my water? Dad, can you toss me a water right there? Right there, at the edge of the couch. I just need it. Thank you. Just in case. Alright, but anyway, let's get this night started. I haven't played this game or the DLC in a long time. I don't remember the last time I did a speedrun for any game. Coming last week I was playing the hell out of Megaman 10 on my PlayStation 3. But I don't really think that counts as a speedrun. And I still haven't changed the audio to English. Sorry, Dad. You're gonna be listening to the voices in Japanese again. You know, I play this in Japanese. I listen to this in Japanese so often, I forget what their English voice actors sound like. I don't know why, but I prefer Japanese voice actors. Their acting is just so much more believable. It's just so much more emotional. It's just a lot more emotional. There's a lot more emotion in the Japanese voice actor than there is in an American voice actor. Now this cutscene is going to be a couple minutes. It's unskippable, unfortunately. This right here on the screen, that's Mia. Mia Winters, that is Ethan's wife. Ethan, if you don't know, is the main character of the game. And the story of the game is she goes missing for 3 years. And 3 years after she goes missing, Ethan gets an email from her saying that she's in Dulvey, Louisiana, and to come get her. And this is kind of explaining it a little bit. The graphics of this game still, to this day, like it's been over a year since this game came out, and the graphics of this, just this opening scene is better than anything we've ever seen before. And I'm still happy as hell that this is the engine they're going to be using for the Resident Evil 2 remake, which I'm extremely excited for. I've been so excited I started replaying Resident Evil 2 on my PlayStation 3 the past 2 days. I forgot that I had beaten Claire A, or Leon A, and Claire B, because I think those are the two game modes on Resident Evil 2, Disc 1. Leon A and Claire B. Then Disc 2 is Claire A and Leon B. Because I'm on Claire A right now, and I got pretty far into it, then I forgot to save, and I was like, when I reloaded the save, it was like halfway, like right in the beginning of the game, so I was like, nah. This part right here, when Ethan starts to slow down, this is not me, this is the game. There is no way to skip that, except for like game errors, I guess. It's a code implanted in the game. for that specific area. It's like a trigger, sort of. It's like a trigger. Now, the one thing that bugs me about the VR version of this game is the background. The background of the game. You can see the background right now through the trees above the screen. They're perfect in this game. In the VR mode, however, it's all pixelated, which is kind of annoying. Unfortunately. What's up, Soul King Brook? How's your night going? Or a day, depending on where you live. Something tells me that's Jackie. Oh no, that's Brian. Those androids, they're doing alright. I still have 4 medals to go. Now this right here is going to be a little weird. I'm going to be aiming against the wall. Like this. Now that looked a little weird, me aiming against the wall. That was to avoid a dead body popping up against the ground. Or not out of the ground, out of the water. Now this is a cutscene, so I can actually look at the chat and not worry about missing something. But those androids, they're doing alright. I mean, I got them to SSR. And I need maybe 4 different medals. I need the Berserker medals from Broly, the Destruction and Carnage medals from Boo, Surpassing All medals, and the Inevitable Fusion medals. Other than that, I'm doing alright. I'm getting copyrighted so badly right now. They're Japanese because I'm stupid and I always forget to change the voice acting back to English. Because whenever I play the game normally, which isn't that often, I like to listen to the Japanese voice acting because to me, Japanese voice acting is more emotional. There's more emotion in it, more passion for what they're saying compared to the English voice actors. I don't know. That's just me. That's the same reason why I don't watch dubbed anime. I can't watch it. I have to watch it subbed. It's horrible translation to English from the Japanese, but now this cannot be skipped. You see right here, I'm walking. There's a wall right around Mia, so you can't walk past her. This whole thing has to be done like wall walking, essentially walking indoors. Alright, trying to map this out here. Alright. So right here is going to be the hatchet. I want to get rid of those. I want to get rid of... Sorry if you hear me talking to myself. I'm trying to map out the. I'm trying to like map out the route for the inventory for the next couple of minutes, or for the rest of the guest house. So I need to get rid of the healing things as soon as possible, so the fuse can go right there, so I can use it almost immediately. Ooh, doll, I hate dolls. I can't stand dolls. Now, the reason I'm just standing here is because there is a trigger. I guess it's timed, I'm not really sure. It's always been weird with me. But you'll know when it happens because she'll say something like, oh, get off, get out, get off, or something like that. There it is. That was quick. That was pretty quick. I appreciate that, game. The reason I just walked in and walked right back out is because right here, walking through that door, no matter how far you walk into it, as long as you walk through it, there's a trigger, which is why you heard the knocking or the banging on the basement door. It's because this scene right here. That's your wife. How do you feel about that, Ethan? I'm sure there's worse. Don't feel too bad. I'm lying to you. No, there's no really difference if you run away or not. You're still gonna end up in the same place. So run away like I just did didn't do much. Now the weird part about this area where she's attacking you is if you have the tutorials on, which I don't because I hate them, but if you have the tutorial on, it prompts you to press R2 or L2, whatever the button is to resist or to dodge. But after a while I figured out, oh, I don't have to, just let it happen, and there's literally no difference in it. And it's the same thing with with later on when Mia stabs your hand with the screwdriver. Spoiler alert. Now, real quick. Walk in here. Wait for her to get up. This is a weird trigger. It's 10 seconds, something like that, I think. So we just wait. And the reason I grabbed both of them was, and I used one already because I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. That was a good Mia. Okay, that was a good Mia one. That was really good. And look, she's landing right in the perfect spot. Look at that, Dad.
Nice shot, nice spot. Yeah.
That was really quick. No, I hate this trigger more than anything else. That's probably my least favorite thing in this game. That damn phone. As much as I hate to say it, a phone is my worst enemy in this game. I have no clue where that trigger is. I watch different streamers stream it, but I just never get it. I'm never able to figure out where. And the reason I wanted her right in the middle of the hallway is because of that right there. And the reason I wanted to use that, or get rid of all those healing meds, was because of this area right up here. So we could just use that real quick. And so that right there. It shows up in the spot right next to the bolt cutters, which makes everyone's lives a lot easier. Not by much, but This is what I was talking about. This is when you get your hand pierced by a screwdriver. Excuse me, I'll take a sip of water. Now this is what I was also talking about earlier. If you have the tutorials on, it prompts you to press R2 to resist. But you really don't have to, because watch, I have so much confidence. See that? Hold it in for maybe 5 seconds at the most. Holding R, no matter how long you hold R2 to like pulling out the screwdriver, you're not gonna end up pulling it out until like after Mia shows up or gets closer to you for that trigger. So there's really no point in even holding R2. It's not a waste of time or anything, but there's just really no point in it.
You don't need to grab the hand either.
Yeah, you don't need to grab the hand. That always annoyed me.
You don't need that.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we're a righty. We don't need the left hand. Right-handed people live longer anyway.
Left-handed people are the only ones using the right side of their brain. Hey.
In a weird way that makes sense, but at the same time doesn't. If that makes sense.
Left-handed people use the right side of their brain.
Alright, hopefully this is a quick fight. Yeah, alright, she's done. I mean, that was decently quick, but I got hit a few times, so I'm alright with it. I mean, it was quick. Not the quickest I've had. I think the quickest I've had was like a little less than 10 seconds. That I was happy about. And this part right here, I'm just waiting for Jack to show up, which is a timed event, I think. So we're gonna run around. Time me, kick around this chainsaw. There's Jack. Now, Jack is one of the most annoying people in video game history, in my opinion. He dies. He's like a cockroach. No matter how many times you kill him, they'll keep coming back. What's going on, new viewer? How's your night going? Welcome to the late night stream at 11:46 p.m. Tomorrow's Father's Day.
Tomorrow's Father's Day.
Yeah.
I know I didn't get anything from you for Father's Day.
For all you know. Put the controller on this side of the couch if you're gonna keep doing that. Isn't load time for this game fun? Now this is the family. Say hello to Grandma, Lucas, Jack, and Marguerite. Where's Zoe? Oh wait, that's right. She's not crazy. What's going on, new viewers? How's your night going? Well, and welcome to this late night stream of Resident Evil 7. And I just recently learned what Jack is shoving into your mouth. It's human intestines. No. that in Jack's hand right now is a human intestine. And after I had, oh yeah, now it's shoving a knife into my mouth, so that's fun. I've been needing I've been needing to go to the dentist anyway, so free trip. Not as impressive as you think. I've tried it. Now, while I was in VR mode, I would I have room to like move around with my with the character, not just like with the body, but I could like move my head around and stuff. And I found out that that old lady is staring at you. I'm okay. Oh Jesus! What the hell? His hitbox can be weird. It is. The most annoying thing happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was doing a live stream for this game on Twitch. On Twitch, I think it was. And I was playing on easy mode, and Jack is supposed to move slow as hell on easy mode. And he hit me once, so I was running in front of him, right? And I put the key in the trapdoor, and all was fine. I turned around, and he was right there behind me. It was so annoying. He cut my foot off. It was so ungodly annoying. He's usually not supposed to move that fast in Madhouse mode, which is ungodly difficult for those of you who haven't played it. Now next up is the deputy, talk with the deputy, and then there it is. I had to walk back for a couple. It was maybe like 2 seconds, but that's nothing. Damn! Look at the chunk in Ethan's arm. Do you see that? I love the logic for this game. Look at Ethan's left arm. It's connected with the staples, and it's perfectly usable. I love it. If only medical technology was as advanced as this. And this guy is going to be a D-bag and be anal about his title. It's not officer, it's deputy. Don't matter. It's gonna be. It's not gonna matter. It's gonna be dead in less than a minute anyway. So call him what you want. Now this is the garage fight. Garage Jack, as I like to call him. The garage. And for those of you who remember, or saw it at the least, that thing I did when I picked up the bolt cutters. Picked it up, and at the same time I turned it around, which saves less than a second. But this is going to be a bigger use. Sorry, I have the mic. This is going to be a bigger use for it in a second. After I finish this fight, getting the ox statue for that door you saw me jiggle in the main hallway.
お前もここだ。お前が俺を倒せると？ぶっ殺してやるぞこの腐ったら野郎が。
This right here should be the end of Jack. And hopefully I'm going to try to stay right here so we can get those few shots in. There we go. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now, there is this weird thing you can do with the handgun in this game. Sorry to explain. If you aim the gun, shoot, unaim, shoot, and go back and forth between aiming and not aiming, aiming and hip firing, it's sort of like a rapid fire. You can just shoot and shoot and shoot without stopping with no interruption. Now, the speed you can do it at depends on how good you are. What you saw right there was the 180 turn pickup, and that allowed me to go to the back of this to pick this up, so I can get that without having to deal with it. If you saw, there was a little screw in the back of it to unscrew the ox statuette. The 180 quick turn just allows you to do a little quicker. Of course, I have to press diagonal. Ugh. Anyways, this is the main room. What's up, new viewer? How's your night going? Oops, didn't pick that up. Oh my god, kill me. There we go. Whew, rough night. Now hopefully right here I'll be able to get it, the quick turn with this wooden statuette thing. There we go, yep. It's just quicker to do it that way. It's somewhat difficult to get if you don't know, if you're not quick enough to get it. But instead of picking it up, turning around. Damn it, gotta go around. I missed those few shots. I'm upset now. Now I need to get the Albert out. Oops. Why isn't it on handstand anymore? Get one right there. Right there. Quick shot to his face. Gets him on the ground quickly. So we can go do this wooden statuette thing for this light puzzle. Shadow puzzle. Hopefully I can get it right. There we go, alright. It was not as good as I wanted it to be, but it was still good. I haven't played this game in months, probably. But there are 4 shadow puzzles in this game. 3 of them are required to progress through the main story. The first one being that one. The second, the wooden statue. The second one being in the old house before the fight with Marguerite, with the stone statue in the shape of a spider. And the third one is sort of like an iron statue in the upstairs area to get the blue key card. And that is I think a man about to swing an axe. I could be wrong. I think that's what it is. The fourth one is used to get a certain item. I forget what it is, but I think it increases your reload speed. Something like that. You use for the fourth one you use, what is it? The wooden axe you find in the attic. Oh, damn it. I'm depressed now. Well, that sucked. Gotta grab this herb real quick. I apologize about this. I am about to die. I might die during this fight. I'm not sure though. Hopefully I won't. Although there's a first aid thing right there in that bucket. Oh, damn it. Oh, this isn't going very well. Well, I gotta wait for him to get like right there. My aiming is terrible. Alright, well I didn't die, so that's good. I'm not expecting this run to be anywhere near perfect. But that is beside the fact. The main part of this is I did not die. Now I'm going to be doing is we'll be grabbing the scorpion key and heading to the next area, which is the old house, to fight Marguerite. What fun! Her and her creepy little bugs. Now, if you remember earlier in the run, earlier in the stream, there was a phone call that needed to be made. And this game, there are multiple phone calls. Only a few of them, however, need to be answered to progress. The first one is the one I answered before. This is the second one. The third one is later, after, I believe, after you kill Marguerite. The fourth one is kind of confusing because it needs to be activated, but it doesn't need to be answered. And I think that is the last one. I could be wrong. We'll find out though. We'll figure it out. Now, Marguerite is probably the creepiest thing about this game, hands down. Her mutation is creepy as hell. Her story is creepy as hell. The way she talks is creepy as hell. The way she looks is creepy as hell. She is the scariest thing about this game, without a doubt. The reason I have the handgun out is because there are a couple nests that need to be taken out with the handgun, and with the rapid fire type motion, like that. But I messed it up because I was still behind the first nest and couldn't move when I stood up. But whatever. Now, behind that chain link fence, if you're quick enough to see, was Mia. And that get off me thing was Lucas grabbing her and attacking her. Yay, Lucas! That's how you kill bugs like a boss. And this is how you fail badly like a boss. See that? Failed bad like a boss. Look at that. 3. But it's alright. We still got this. As long as I get a decent Marguerite fight and a decent Boathouse Jack, I'm happy. Literally everything else could go wrong in a run. As long as I beat the bosses the way I want to beat the bosses, I'm happy. Any questions from anyone in the audience, don't be afraid to ask. Me and my dad are open about most stuff. Just nothing about our personal lives. That's the one no-no.
Oh, I don't care about that. You can ask me what you want. But I noticed that it's 5 minutes into Father's Day and you haven't wished me a happy Father's Day yet.
Happy Father's Day? Question mark. Oh my god, I hit that. Woo! I never make that shot. Oh my god. Now, next up, we're going to be passing Marguerite really quickly, hopefully not seeing us, to get the Raven Key, or the Bird Key, whatever the hell the name is. So the same thing, I just... hopefully, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. She saw me. It's alright though, and if you saw the health, I don't have much health, I'm in the yellow right now. But that's alright, there's a healing thing right here. Oh, I never get that either, alright. That quick turn on the Raven Key. Now, I'm keeping the handgun out for a couple minutes. For a little bit longer, because it's very useful during this Marguerite fight. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully I don't miss the first few shots, because this Marguerite fight can end in a one cycle, a really quick one cycle, or it can end very slowly. And hopefully I get a really quick one, because I hate this part of the fight. So let's go for a one. Let's try and get a one cycle for this, please. Done. Alright, that was good. I'm happy with that. Whoops. That one I'm not mad about. That was my fault. Now, this right here is gonna look weird. I just activated that. Then I'm gonna walk up here and just quickly tap on that door. That is another trigger activated or interacting with that door. I'm not sure if the door is the trigger or just somewhere in that room, but I know that is the trigger. That is the second trigger right there. Just reading that thing. This is the third phone call that needs to be activated. That needs to be used.
悪かったね。で、結成は？
いや、まだだ。でも作る材料なら分かった。D 型被験体とかいうやつの頭と腕らしい。
頭なら持ってたと思う。
本当か？
でも腕の方は分からない。休館は全部調べた？
いや、まだだ。2階を調べてみるよ。
それじゃあ探してみて。見つけたらトレーラーで会おう。
Now the reason we have to go through all those triggers is because of this area right here. This area, if all the triggers aren't finished or aren't activated, this area will be covered in a type of black sludge, which you can't go down there because there's a invisible wall of keeping you from going. So you need to activate all three of those triggers: the door, the serum ingredients, and the phone call to go down here to get to the actual Marguerite boss fight, which I hate more than anything else in this game, except for that phone call trigger at the beginning. I'm gonna see that multiple times. My least favorite. I hate this more than anything. You're gonna hear me say that multiple times in this game. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, well, she's done. You know what? I'm honestly happy with that. I'm honestly happy with that. And if you're gonna start speedrunning this and you finish that and you fall down here, have to climb back up to grab that lamp, don't worry about it because this is on a timed event. It'll take maybe 10 to 15 seconds after she dies to finish. So now that we have that lamp, we can go back to that door that I interacted with earlier and put the lamp on it. They needed to put the original Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 4. They honestly do. Resident Evil 2 is my favorite Resident Evil game of all time. I don't care what anyone says, it's my favorite. Stay away. Make me, Evelyn. Now, when I leave here, you're gonna see Evelyn for the first time, for the first actual time of the game. You'll get a short glimpse of her. Now that's Evelyn right there. Kind of see her if you're quick enough. Shoulder to shoot, you can see her disappear. I never get the one-shot kill on that. I never do. But as long as I don't get hit by him, I'm okay. I think the only time I was ever able to get a one-shot on him was with my really old route, like my original route for this game, which included me getting the M37 fixed with a repair kit outside of the house. But that's really old and very bad and very slow. And this right here is going to be a little speed boost. He'll move noticeably faster in a few seconds. There it is. It's weird. That happens a few times throughout the game. He'll move noticeably faster for a short amount of time. Now, when I said earlier, now I have to explain this. I'm just gonna walk along this. All right, I heard the phone call. You heard the phone call in there, and that is pretty much the best way of knowing that the trigger activated. Other best way of knowing is old lady or the grandma will or will not be in the dissection room or the boiler room, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're about to find out if that trigger actually worked. I'm going to be pulling out this at least for a minute. Yep, trigger worked. I have my headset on, so I can't hear the TV very well. For some reason, that door just opened very slowly for no reason. I guess just to piss you off, but. And right here is the third and final of the animal-based keys. The snake key, which is appropriately named because it's in a guy's esophagus, which is, you guessed it, like a snake. Serpentine like a snake, if you've ever seen it in an esophagus before. Now, this is the American version of the game. I am planning on getting the Japanese version, or the Asian version of the game within the next few years. The only difference between the two games is that little cutscene right there with Ethan sticking his arm down the deputy's throat. In the Japanese version, he is not there. It is just the gurney, picture of the deputy's head, and the snake key. In all, it's an 8-second difference between Japanese and American versions of the game. Nothing too serious, but I like to experience new things. I went out here for no reason. Oh my god. Kill me, please. That was a whoopsie. That was a bad mistake. That, however, was on me. I was not paying attention. I was too busy talking about other stuff. What was I talking about? I forget. Now right up here is what I was talking about earlier with both the wooden axe, or wooden hatchet, which is somewhere around here, and this last shadow puzzle, which I hate more than anything. There we go. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. And that gives you the blue key card. I had a very interesting experience with this once. I was doing a live stream, or doing a speedrun of the game, and I guess I was mashing the X button too hard or too fast. And I picked it up, but it was still there, and I ended up picking it up twice, so I had 2 blue key cards in my inventory. And they completely killed my run. Completely ruined it. Because a key item like that you can't discard, apparently. You can't discard it for some reason. Now right here is the red key card. Which is the last key card that we need. Now on to the next area of the game, which is everyone's favorite, the testing facility for Lucas. Oops. I honestly did not mean to shoot, but whoops. I guess he's not dead. Open. Come on. There we go. Ooh. And that's gonna be a long conversation. Long cutscene between Lucas and Ethan. And during this cutscene, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go grab another bottle of water. Okay, I'm back. My case of water is right in the other room, so it was really close to me. And Lucas's mutation in the Not a Hero DLC is probably my favorite mutation in the out of the main game and DLC for Resident Evil 7. I don't know. I just think it's the coolest, the most interesting looking. I just like it more. I can't explain it. Kabang! Now right up here is going to be a little dangerous area with all these bombs and whatnot. Now the reason to just walk through them was I was blocking, which still does damage to me, but not as much. And I'm not sure how much health I have. I'm not sure how much health I have, but we'll find out. Alright, I have enough health to take one more hit. Okay. Ooh, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it through here like this. So. I'm always hesitant to take that hit because I'm always scared that they're gonna hit me and I'm gonna end up dying. Because as you can see, when there's a red ring around the screen, Ethan moves significantly slower. So I'm gonna take the safe route. And hopefully this over here. Yep, it's a first aid, alright. Now unfortunately, unlike the handgun, there is no way to make this thing shoot faster. And he's done, so... There we go. That was very quick. And the reason I just discarded the Albert and the infinite ammo is because in this game, any new game plus items you have, which is including the Art of Defense item, the Albert, infinite ammo, or circular saw or the walking shoes, those cannot be discarded. If they are discarded from your inventory, they are put immediately back in the item box. Now the passcode for this door is 1408. And the reason I always remember that is because that number is the same number as a very terrible horror movie starring John Cusack of the title 1408. When I say terrible, I mean terrible. Oh, I'm sorry, Soul King Brook. If you like it, that's okay. You have everyone is entitled to their own opinion. If you liked it, that's alright. Me personally, I was not a fan of it. The passcode for this is loser, and the way it's always easily remembered is just go down 5. And the reason I switched my inventory 1 down, or I went to my inventory and switched my cursor 1 down right before I went to that room, was because I could just do that right there. I had maybe a second of downtime while that rope burned, and that valve turns off the water pressure. I don't know I don't know what's with Resident Evil and valves. There's at least a valve in every Resident Evil game. Anyway, that happened. I just got blown up in my face. Hey look, it's at 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come back. Doesn't really matter that I get hit by that. I'm okay with getting hit by that. The crank, circular saw, this, and this. I believe I got everything. Find out in a second. Yep, I got everything I need. I did not get the D-Series arm. That's alright. There's a item box up ahead farther. I can just grab it there.
待ってろミヤ。
Now I'm going to be picking up that little medkit right there just for a minute. So, just in case. Just in case I get hit by any of these guys, I have a plan B. Hopefully I can just pop in, zip around him. There we go. Now this is a somewhat annoying fight, this Jack fight. But hopefully it'll go good for us. There's my water, there's my water.
これで作れるか。
急いで作らないとまずいね。きっと父さんとルーカスは近くにいる。父さんが来る。もうすぐ来るわ。オッケー。2人分あるね。
Now, something I find funny about this, I'll explain in a minute after the boss fight, because it occurs after the boss fight. I will point it out when it happens.
私たちは出られない。ちょっと、一つは私のだよ。
And this is Boathouse Jack. Now the point of this fight is to pop all of the eyes on his body. There's a lot of them, and like a lot. I think there's only one more. I hope there's only one more. That is the one right here on his field. Oh, there's one more. Okay, it's right there. There it is. That's all of them. That was very quick. That was extremely quick. I'm happy. I'm proud of that. Now I just gotta kill him real quick without dying. Ooh, that was difficult. And that is it. That is the end of Ethan's part 1. There are 3 parts of this game. There's Ethan part 1, then there's Mia, then there's Ethan part 2, which is the last maybe 15 minutes of the game. Mia's story takes place on the boat. And right here, right there, Zoe says, use the serum on him. And knowing that using one of the serums, she gets pissed off that there's only one serum left.
大丈夫
And this wooden ramp magically appears for us. Now this isn't so. This choice may not seem very important, but this is a very important choice in a speedrun. Choosing either Mia or Zoe. Obviously, we're going to choose Mia because she's your wife, right? Well, not just that. Her story is the quickest. If you choose Mia, you'll go through the story, and that'll be normal. But if you choose Zoe, if you choose to help Zoe, she will end up dying. She ends up with that crusty mold stuff you just saw cover Jack. She dies, she drowns in the water. And you end up fighting Mia at the end. After everything's normal, you play as Mia on the boat up until the point where you release Ethan from the mold, or the growth, whatever the hell it's called. And instead of Mia pushing you out, giving you the necrotoxin serum, like she does in the helping Mia story, you end up fighting her, which is longer than choosing Mia. Whew.
ミア、辛いのは分かってる。でも話してくれ。君が関係してるんじゃないのか。なあ、本当のことを言ってくれ。
イーサン、本当に何も覚えてないの？
頼むよ。あれは船か。どうしてこんなところに。
Now, this is where I was talking about. This is the point where Zoe dies if you choose to help Zoe. But, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, I was yawning. But in the Save Mia storyline, that's when all the DLC takes place. The End of Zoe DLC and the Not a Hero. In the End of Zoe DLC, she is found by a couple umbrella workers, and her uncle Jack Baker, I don't remember his name. I don't think it was Joe Baker. That's it. Joe, not Jack. Jack is the guy who's trying to kill me. Joe Baker. He is Zoe's uncle and Jack's brother. Ed. He finds her. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm yawning a lot. But you all get the idea. All the DLC takes place in the storyline where you save Mia, not Zoe.
今のは何なの？
Any questions from anyone in the audience about this game or anything in general? Any E3 questions? Don't be afraid to ask. We will be happy to discuss our thoughts on E3. Yeah, Sony didn't do very well this year. There wasn't much. Microsoft didn't have much either. I think the biggest stuff from Microsoft was, I guess, Fallout 76. And maybe one or two other games. Other than that, there wasn't much. I think Nintendo pretty much wins every year. But if you who do you think won out of all the presentations this year? Who do you think won E3?
思い出してきた？
何？あなたは誰？
I think Nintendo knows they can win. They just got to release a Smash every other year, and they'll win E3 no problem. Make a new Smash, add a few new characters, a few new worlds, and you win they win automatically. Although a lot of people are pissed off. Waluigi's still not a Super Smash Bros. Character. He's still an assist trophy. When will they add Waluigi? Yeah, you get it, Soul King. I'm supposed to go here. I am not sure what that means. Is that supposed to be an insult, or... Because if that's an insult, that's a pretty terrible insult. Here's a fun fact for all you watching at home. That number in that white box, 00551/90009, that is the original serial code number for the original Resident Evil for the PlayStation. Also, I love ducks, so it's not really an insult. Well, I like ducks, so it's not really an insult, so thank you. I'm a goddamn duck, Dad. Apparently to Delta Games, I'm a goddamn duck.
そう、あなたのミスだ。でもだからって見殺しにはしない。
お前は無事なのか？
そうプログラムされてるのよ。こんなことになるなんて。
持ってけ。あの子の組織サンプルが入ってる。あの子を見つけて 終わらせるんだ。
さあエブリン、どこにいるの？
So am I a duck or a goose? I think you're confusing yourself. The wrong way again.
過剰ってリセットしなきゃ。
そっちはどうだ。
吐射してる。体の質量以上に吐いてるわ。
それはまずいな。このままじゃ奴の不細工な友達が増えちまう。いいか、取り返しがつかなくなる前に早くエブリンを見つけろ。
Okay, well,
分かってるわ。
that's supposed to be a reference to Sword Art Online, that Kirito name. I watched that, and I like it, so... Once again, not an insult, a compliment. Thank you. Bye, Mr. Guy. Oh, I still have 49 bullets left, so that's good. That's pretty good. Okay. I think you're confusing yourself, buddy. Can I get a yeet from the audience? Request by Soul King Brook. I'm confusing because you're confusing yourself, bud. Let's leave it at that.
Ne, 怒ってる？ママ。
違うのエブリン、怒ってなんかいないわ。待って、今なんて言ったの？
もう研究所なんかに住みたくない。お家が欲しいの。だから私のママになって。
分かったわエブリン、あなたのママになるから。エブリン待って。
見つけた。
ええ、でも逃げられた。あの子の友達が増えてる。そこら中にうようよいるの。
言った通りだ。
大丈夫なの？
今お前はエブリンに集中しろ。
Your free V-Bucks went out the window the moment you bought Fortnite, my friend. Now, for this, I'm just waiting for the elevator door to show up, so I gotta kill these guys, or kill them off. Ow. This, unfortunately, is not the Japanese copy of the game. I just have it in Japanese. The voice acting. What the hell? Okay. I just have the voice acting in Japanese. And the reason for that is because I enjoy the Japanese voice actors for this game more than I enjoy the English voice actors. Although I am planning to get the Japanese copy of the game in the next few years. Just because, not just because of the time difference. I guess because of the time difference, but there's not really much other than that. Yes, I did. I saw the release trailer, or the announced trailer at E3. I am so happy and so excited for Resident Evil 2, the remake. Or remastered, it depends on whoever you talk to. They either say remastered or remake. I'm okay with either remaking Resident Evil 2 in a remastered way. That's the way I think of it. Hopefully they don't butcher the game like they did for the Resident Evil remake for the PlayStation 4. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. I just didn't think it was as good as it could have been. I think they should have just completely remastered the original Resident Evil game for the PlayStation 4 and not mess with it in a single way. That would have made the game a hell of a lot better. Well, unfortunately, Alan can't walk anything off now. Well, knowing the fact that he's dead and all. Right, Alan? Just lay there and keep being dead if you agree with me. See? Now that laptop you just saw, that was the laptop that Mia uses in the beginning of the prologue introduction video of the game. Mia is talking, don't come find me, don't come look for me. That's the laptop she used. Now you can go up to it, interact with it, and record that whole video. But that is a waste of time, because it is not necessary for the actual game. That is both the funniest thing and the meanest thing I've ever heard. What's up, viewers? How's your night going? The loading time for this game makes you want to punch a wall. What about VeggieTales, that old cartoon kids show? My foot's asleep. Damn it.
じゃあまた家族になってくれるよね。
いいえ、ダメよ。家族にはなれない。
My foot's asleep.
これまでもこれからもあなたと家族になんてならないのよ。
じゃあお前なんていらない。
Now, something interesting I learned about this part of the game that I learned that made this game a hell of a lot quicker for me was, I'm not sure if it was in the VHS or this part. Can't remember completely, but we'll find out. You might want to watch this too, because I'm pretty sure you don't know about this either.
What is it?
You'll see in a second. Because for this part of the game, you need to get that pink liquid that melts the metal, that corrodes it, the acid. And you have to go through that whole process of going to that middle kitchen area, doing that puzzle, whatnot. I kind of found an easier and quicker way to get that acid stuff that I just found out recently from a streamer, ZGL, who streams this game, I guess, professionally. I think he's number 2 right now. Number 2, number 1 for main game. I could be wrong. No, I always go down this way first, just because it's easiest. Although, going the second way probably was faster. I will definitely look that up. I've been meaning to find more anime to watch. I'm kind of like stuck on. I've kind of like watched all the good anime worth watching. This right here, Dad. There's acid right there, which gives me an excuse to get some infinite ammo and the Albert. So now we can go right up here. This cuts my original time down by like 3 or 4 minutes. No, I don't watch Tokyo Ghoul. I don't think I've heard of it. I know what it is. Never seen it. I should watch it though. I've heard it's very good. What the hell? You've never ever done that to me, you dumb fat punk. He's literally never run, and that... oh my god. He's literally never run that way before. Now we're gonna go down to S2, which is where Ethan is, and which is good, because we have weapons to somewhat defend ourselves.
あいつが待ってるよ。
I'm okay with taking a little bit of damage in this area because this is pretty much the end of Mia's time, playtime, and whatnot. But on the other hand, we're about to finish the game and play as Ethan once again. Now I can read the chat, actually have a conversation with you guys. So is the anime called K, like the name of it K? Or is it the name of the title called K?
傷つけはしない。今までずっと自分を抑えられなかった。
どういうことだ。
殺したかったわけじゃない。マーガレットだって同じだよ。息子のルーカスもな。もちろんゾイもそうだ。全てあの子、エブリンがやった。
あの子は何なんだ。あんたたちに何をした。
Well, look, I'll check that out. I'll check that out later tonight.
俺たちを感染させた。あの子は俺が沼地の船のそばで見つけ
Oh,
た。
it's almost 1 o'clock. Wow.
それから全てが変わった。
Oh, well, if it's on Netflix, I'll definitely check it out.
いや、正確には違うんだ。あの子は無理やり心に入り込んだ。そうなったらもう抵抗できない。一度あの子とつながると。
Alright, guys, this is the end of the game. All that's left now is the salt mines and the old house.
その後はもう全く別人になってしまう。
ミアが送ったメッセージもエブリンの仕業が。
いいか、あの子はただ自分の家族が欲しいだけだ。エブリンが鍵だ。いいな、お前ならあの子を止められるはずだ。いいさ。
Okay, so I'll watch season 1 on Netflix, and if I like it, I'll watch the season 2. Oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock.
やめて、イーサンから離れて。
なんで？こいつはお前を愛してない。私が愛させてあげようか。
やめて。
Now this area right, this part of the game right here is what's different between saving Mia and saving Zoe. If you save Zoe, you're gonna have a boss fight right here against Mia. But since we saved Mia, she's just gonna tear us out of this cocoon of black mold and give us the tissue samples of Evie and send us on our merry way.
ミア、どうした。
時間がないの。ここを出て、あなたがあの子を探して、これを持って行って。
なんだ。まだここに何してる。何のつもりだ。
あなたを助けるの。早くここから出て。もうこれ以上耐えられそうにないのよ。
よせ。
あなたがあの子を殺さなきゃ。
やめろ。ダメだ。ミア、やめろ。このクソガキめ、どこに隠れちゃう。
Now I'm gonna grab 4 weapons from the box. Gonna be grabbing the grenade launcher, which is on the table in the next area. The handgun, the Albert, obviously, and the circular saw, obviously, and I'm going to be grabbing the infinite ammo. And the the grenade launcher is really only used for one thing, and that's the flash grenade, or the flash grenades, flashbang. That's to stun 2 fat molded. You see, with me, Delta Games with me, I don't like watching subbed or dubbed stuff. I like watching anime subbed. I don't know. Japanese voice actor just has more passion, more emotion in their characters. There. That's literally everything I'm gonna need. I have the Albert handgun, Albert circular saw, and this. Missed. Somewhat hit. Somewhat hit. Bye, buddies. Now, this right here is the area that the Not a Hero DLC takes place. This is the salt mines. This is the same mine shaft Chris Redfield is on at the beginning of the game, of the DLC. Except, we're going to go a different way. Wow, I can't believe I made that shot. Now, the way Chris Redfield goes in the Not a Hero DLC is almost identical to the way Ethan goes, with a minor exception. Not this, because Chris doesn't have to do this, because Ethan already did it. He knocked down the wooden sticks holding up the wooden logs in the shaft. Okay, now. This right here coming up is the difference between the two games. The DLC and the main game. Right out that door. Now in here, we're going to be putting this tissue sample in here to get the necrotoxin, which is essentially the cure for this game's virus, which I just recently found out was called the E-virus, for E-necrotoxin, or for Evelyn, as some like to call it. Evelyn virus. Oh my god. Right here. In the Not a Hero DLC, you'd be walking straight to that door, but that door is unable to be opened, so we go this way. Now, if you remember earlier, I said that we need the grenade launcher and the flash grenade for one simple reason, and that's to stun a few enemies. That is coming up very soon. Walk up, there we go. Evelyn's lab doesn't do anything to make this place less creepy. Now the circular saw comes into play. We're going to be popping this guy right here. Now this area right here is why we need the flash grenade. Or the flash grenade launcher. Two fat molded, one very large, one very small are going to be showing up right here. And we don't want them, so we're going to shoot them. Just climb. Hopefully they'll stay stunned until I get up. Okay. I think you guys will recognize this place we're about to be in a minute. A little bit of deja vu. Recognize it yet? Whoa, the doorway is back. Yep, we are in that same exact old house, and this right here is the closest we will ever get to seeing Ethan's face in game without any kind of cheats. We're off-camera seekers or anything of that sort.
よくもやりやがったなこのクソ野郎がお前も味わいやがれ
こいつパパになりたくないって。それじゃあ殺すしかないね。じゃあ次はママがお前を殺す番だよ。お前も家族にしてやる。そうしたらきっと少しはお行儀よくなるよね。
俺は本気だぞ。
やめろ、私に近づくな。
Now we're just going up the stairs and up those stairs to the attic for the final boss of the game. Hey, look, it's Evie.
近づくんじゃない。お前にわかるもんか。いや、やめて。やだ。やだやだやだ。
お前が
Evie is just a creepy girl who was injected with, or who was mutated into a creepy monster with a creepy virus into an even creepier being. And the final boss, which is by far the easiest. If you have the circular saw, of course. Now part 2, the final boss of the game. This giant Eevee thing. Giant demon snake thing. Now I'm positive, pretty positive you don't need to shoot him at all, shoot at Evan at all, but sense of seriously a sense of comfort. I think, yeah, right here is the only real time you need to shoot her. Just like get you down and stuff, but not. And right here, we're going to be getting the Albert, the actual Albert, right there, and ending the fights. The run was pretty slow. I'm guessing a little over 145. Multiple things that could have been a lot better. Otherwise, things went good, others went not so good. But, all in all, it was alright. Didn't die, so that's an achievement. Anything below, anytime below 145, I'm happy with. But, again, thank you all for joining me tonight. It's currently 1:13 a.m. And if you want to see more videos, more streams like this on my YouTube, subscribe to me, like this video, share with your friends, tell your friends, subscribe to this loser. He's somewhat decent at video games. Follow my Twitch at KingMatt817 with an underscore between King Matt and underscore between Matt and 817. thank you all for joining. I'm going to skip this video. That's a big reveal. It's Chris Redfield. Who cares?
Spoiler alert.
Wow. That's a new personal best.
What's your new personal best?
Mhm.
141? I thought you were in the high 130s.
No, oh, no, hell no.
Wow, 141.01, huh?
30 seconds.
30 seconds faster than your best.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely outstanding, dude.
Either that, it was either my old best was either 141.30 or 140.30. I think it's 141.30.
Are you gonna
Pretty positive.
Are you gonna submit it?
Maybe. I have to look. Anyway, thank you all for joining me on this late night. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to all you mothers out there who have fathers.
Who are mom and dad?
Yes, that too. And happy Father's Day to all you single mothers out there who are mom and dad. Have a good night, everybody.
Deuces.
I will see you all next time. Hit that, go ahead and smack that subscribe button in the face. Click on the little bell icon so you get notified whenever I, make new content. I'm out.